You're a good-for-nothing barren woman. When are you giving me grandchildren?
I am not God that gives children. God, please bless me with a child of my own. I have suffered so much pain and humiliation.
Kunle and Adeze met on a Monday morning in college, the kind of morning that smelled like rain and fresh notebooks. Adeze was rushing into the lecture hall when she collided with him. Books scattered, papers flew, their eyes met, and just like that, something settled quietly between them. Love at first sight did not shout, it did not announce itself. It simply arrived. Calm, certain, undeniably. They started dating before the semester ended. Long walks after lectures. Shared dreams whispered under dim hotel lights. Promises spoken without fear. They studied together, ate together, dreamed together. They spoke about their future as if it was already written. After college, life pulled them in different directions. Adeze went on to nursing school. Long nights, exhausting shifts, endless textbooks. Kunle went to university, studied engineering, battled deadlines and expectations, and eventually landed a solid job at a large engineering company. They promised to stay in touch, but promises grow thin when distance grows thick. Calls reduced, messages delayed. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. 4 long years passed. 4 years of quiet longing, of wondering what if, until fate decided to be loud again. The college reunion party was noisy, crowded, and lively. Adeze walked in, no longer the shy girl with oversized sweaters, but a graceful woman, a certified nurse, confident, beautiful in a way that came from knowing herself. Across the room, Kunle stood taller, wearing the quiet confidence of a man who had struggled and survived. A professional engineer, handsome, mature. Their eyes met, and the years between them collapsed. Conversation flowed like no time had passed. Laughter returned. That old speck fled. Stronger, deeper, steadier. This time, they did not hesitate. Kunle proposed shortly after. Tunde introduced Adeze to his mother, the woman who raised him alone, with sacrifices and prayers. Blessings were given. Families agreed. They married quickly. After a while, life was sweet. They moved in as husband and wife. Morning kisses, late night talks, quiet joy. They came the waiting. Months passed, no pregnancy. Years passed, still nothing. As a nurse, she did everything medically possible. Tests, treatment, lifestyle changes, prayer, hope. Adeze knew her body. She knew she was medically fit. One evening, after serving Kunle a carefully prepared meal, her hands shaking slightly, she brought it up.
Kunle,
Maybe we should both do tests,
in 4 years of
Adeze said gently,
Test. You think the
just to understand. Kunle's face changed. He snapped. I'm medically fit, he said sharply. There is nothing wrong with me. The anger was sudden. He stormed out. That night, she did not sleep. A nurse's instincts does not ignore red flags, and a wife's heart doesn't accept unexplained anger. Something wasn't right. A year passed. 5 years of childlessness. Whispers followed her, mockery wrapped in smiles, questions that cut deeper than knives. Kunle's mother
for nothing
believed
when are you
only one thing.
children?
A woman without a child is a wasted bride. She never missed an opportunity to remind Adeze. Every morning, she would say loudly, "You are still sleeping." A woman with no baby sleeps too much. At family meetings, she will say dramatically, If only my son had married a real woman. Sometimes she would bring children from the neighborhood and say, carry them. Maybe your body will remember what it is supposed to do. Adeze swallowed her tears every time. She had been to hospitals. She had taken medications. She had prayed until her knees hurt. Doctors said, be patient. But patience is hard when you are surrounded by wicked people. The mother-in-law was wicked. The sister-in-law, Bosse, was worse. Bosse had 3 children and wore her fertility like a crown. She would laugh and say, some women are born lucky, others are just decorations. She once told Adeze directly, if I were you, I would leave this marriage. A dry tree has no future. Kunle listened. He said nothing. That silence broke something inside Adeze. Her own mother once asked softly, are you okay? At night, Adeze would kneel by her bed, not to ask for a child anymore, but to ask for strength. God, she whispered, if you will not give me a child yet, please heal my heart. Do not let bitterness turn me into who they think I am. Adeze stopped explaining herself, stopped defending herself, stopped crying in front of them. But inside, she was bleeding. She smiled, but the husband seemed unbothered. God's time is the best, he always said. Then came Monday morning. Adeze was on a 1-week leave from the hospital. She decided to clean the house thoroughly. While cleaning their room, she noticed something strange. One drawer, locked. Every other drawer slid open easily, except that one, intentionally locked. Her heart pounded. She found the key. Inside were documents, medical documents. Her husband, Kunle, name stared back at her. She read once, then again. Then she screamed. Her world shattered. Kunle knew. Kunle always known. He had allowed her to suffer humiliation, insults, stress, and silent shame, all while hiding the truth. Adeze collapsed to the floor, clutching the papers, sobbing until her chest ached. That night, when he returned home, she placed the documents on the table. Kunle froze. There was no denial, only silence. Then tears. He confessed. He had been diagnosed years before they reunited. He was ashamed, afraid she would leave, afraid of being seen as less of a man. She listened. Then she spoke softly, painfully. You took away my choice. That night, something broke between them, but something else began to heal. One night, during prayers, the pastor said something that felt like it was meant only for her. Your delay is not denial. Your silence is not rejection. Your pain is not your identity. Adeze cried until she had no tears left. Something healed inside her that night. They went for counseling. They talked, honestly, painfully. Months later, they showed forgiveness and then a decision. They adopted a baby girl, thin, fragile, perfect. The first time she held her, something healed completely. Motherhood arrived, not through her womb, but through her heart. Years later, something miraculous happened. Against every medical explanation, she conceived. Doctors were stunned. 9 months later, she gave birth to a baby boy. The house once filled with silence, now echoed with laughter. The drawer that once held secrets, now held toys. Sometimes, God doesn't answer the way we expect, but He always answers with more love than we imagined. This is the end of my story. If you love African stories like this, share and subscribe for more.